Josh, anything in particular stuck out to you the first week or so in fall camp? Kind of caught your eye about the defensive line?
I guess the mindset everybody trying to work to get better. A lot of times everybody want to start out like that because I guess it's first day of practice, trying to survive or whatever. But just to see that everybody just trying to work hard to get better.
How much has he helped that besides you?
He helped a lot. A presence rushing off the edge to help me open up things in the middle. That's going to be a big help to me as well as the other two guys.
Denico, when you came in, a lot of people presume that you're going to start, but Shane McCardell has, I think, really challenged you pretty well. What have you seen from him, and how's that competition going?
Just me and him, like, racing practice, like, speed-wise. He helped me out coming off the edge, I helped him out coming off the edge. So we just help each other.
The people we've talked to, I mean, you came in with a lot of hype. Everybody looks at your stats, and you're one of the top 2 JUCO players in the nation for recruiting services. Everybody says you've remained humble. What have you done to try to block that out, all that hype?
I just play ball. I don't let it get in the way and then let it interfere.
What do you expect in this season from yourself personally? What do you think is going to be a good year for you?
I'm coming here trying to do what I was recruited to do, get sacks and rush the passer.
You look at what Pernell McPhee did. He came in as a JUCO guy, and he had an immediate impact. You kind of look at that and say, okay, I need to try to do what he does in a way.
Yeah, in a way I do, but in a way I still got to beat Denico at the end of the day.
Josh, what do you think of him? I mean, what he's been able to do since he's been here? Is this the instant impact type of guy you guys been looking for the last couple of years?
I really think he is. He rushes the passer very well. He started out. He was more of a passer when he got here, but then he turned into a run block. So he's now an every down guy. So I think he will be a big impact that we need.
I mean, you guys, the depth's a lot better than when you and Fletcher first came in, but do you kind of look at Quay and Nick and kind of see that same type of situation you and Fletcher had? Both guys highly recruited, coming in, expected, to play early, maybe not like you and Fletcher did the first year, but you can kind of remind.
Yeah, they both remind me of myself in college. We came how we did come in, and some of the things I see in them and some of the things I know I used to do, back when I first got here. So it's a lot. It's a big reminder. I'm thinking they're gonna be the same way after I leave. It's gonna be those two guys trying to push everybody else up and become even better D-line here.
Is it different not having Fletcher around because he's been right there beside you the entire time you've been here, and now kind of the spotlight kind of falls on you?
Yeah, it's a big difference, because me and him, we always competed. We did everything, we came in competing, and now that he's gone, it's like I had to kind of just get used to it because I'm always beside him. We always kind of work together on the D-line to do things, so it's a little different, but I'm adjusting to it.
Denico, how's the speed, in practice right now? How have you transitioned to that? How much different is it than an EMCC practice when I know that they were trying to run a lot of plays there too, but Bo was putting up video game numbers on offense, so you had to get on the ball quickly. But is it different here?
Oh yeah, totally, like a lot.
How long did it take for you to not be catching your breath after every play, or is it still happening?
It's still happening. It's still happening.
Denico, I remember we wrote an article, I think back in February when you first committed to the state, about how there was a time there where you get away from home and you're thinking, man, I don't know if I want to keep playing football. Take me back through that journey you had and what it took to kind of convince you that you wanted to keep playing football away from home.
I was fresh out of high school and I was far from the house, so I still had a little kids in me, so I kind of grew out of that. So now I'm focused and I know what I want to do.
Who helped you through that? Any coaches? Was it mainly Mama?
It was Mom and a high school coach back at the house.
Yeah. And at what point did you kind of realize, I could probably do something pretty special if I just stick with it?
The way things were going in JUCO, so it's all a dream, really.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier with Caleb Rose and stuff came up how these small town guys, country guys are on this team defensive line. Since you're from out of state, we'll ask you, who's the most country guy on the defensive line?
Quay Evans. Quay Evans.
I don't know. Him and Caleb been running.
Caleb didn't want to say.
Yeah, but Quay's from a place that has stoplights.
Yeah. Him and Caleb been running.
But again, how have you fitted all these guys, just such different backgrounds from yourself?
I kind of fit in pretty good. I've been out here since '09, so I kind of fit in with them a lot.
You feel like a Mississippian now?
Just about.
Just about. What you still got to adjust to?
You know, just the speed of things out here.
Do you feel like there's I mean, do you guys both feel like there's about 50, 60 guys on this team that are small town Mississippi? We have the same backgrounds. I can relate to half, maybe 3/4 of this roster. Is that a big deal when it comes to chemistry?
Yeah, I would say so, because, you know, we all come from similar backgrounds, and it kind of make everything a little more easy to get along with each other because we know where each other comes from and things like that.
You know, on the depth chart, it looks like you're competing against Shane McCardell. But Shane was saying, you know, there's going to be some situations where you're both on the field on opposite sides. So, you looking forward to that, to seeing him to maybe line up on the opposite side in some situations?
Oh, yeah.
Think it's going to be pretty deadly? He says that you're probably the only one of the few guys that matches up with him speed-wise. What's your reaction when you hear that?
I don't know. He's a pretty fast guy. I don't know.
You feel like you've pushed him a little bit more? He seems to have kicked him into another gear since you've been on campus.
I think so.
Yeah. We sitting across from two future NFL players right now. What do you guys think?
Definitely.
I think so.
Where do you keep your national championship, man?
I can't tell you.
Good job.